So as I was going through my dream journal trying to pick which dream to share here, I figured what better place to start than with the first kind of big mind-blowing type lucid dream I had. Another kind of cool thing about this though is when I was reading through it, I definitely remember all the bigger aspects of it, but I forgot that this all happened in one dream where, still yet to this day, this one kind of stands out as one of my better ones where, I'm still working on executing things consistently that I did in this dream quite effortlessly, which, that's kind of how dreams go, man. Sometimes you got good control and teleporting and doing all this other shit's coming really easy, and sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, so I won't read it word for word because that would just take too fucking long. So I'll give you the synopsis of it. So at first, me and my wife, my girlfriend at the time, we're on a rooftop. We're arguing. She's mad at me for something. At which point I realized, hey, I'm dreaming. Awesome. See you later, right? So I jump off the building as I like to do. Land down on the street level. See a nice car. Figure I'll take a joyride and hop in the nice car, driving it around the city. As I'm doing this, though, it dawns on me that, something I've been trying to execute for, only a couple months in at this point was trying to meditate in my dreams, right? So it finally dawns on me that I wanted to try and do that. Hop out the car. There's this little, grassy area on the side of the road that I go to sit down in. And as soon as I go to sit down, I notice that there's a whole group of dream characters and people that all pop up around me. And it felt very, very supportive. And it was the first time something like that has really happened. So, I think that's cool. I sit down, prepare myself to meditate, and really pretty much instantly, after I close my eyes, I start to feel like I'm getting sucked or pulled up really fast. But I also can still feel my body sitting there as well. So again, kind of hard to explain, but at the same moment, I get this strong sense of awe or astonishment, and I even wrote down in here enlightenment, which who knows that, but nonetheless, really fucking strong, mind-blowing experience essentially. And then I black out, and up until this point had really good control. So I remember thinking weird that I was getting all this was poof, and then everything went dark. I cannot recall it. And then later on, though, I come to in a kitchen, right? And I know this is the same dream because I oftentimes wake up, so I always look at the clock. So it's not like I, ended REM, went through a whole nother cycle, and came back to REM again. So within the same dream, I'm now in a kitchen, and at this time, I was practicing sticking my hand through walls and doing some of the basic dream yoga type exercises. And I was having a hard time. I don't even know if I was even able to do that at all at this point. Anyway, so wall feels solid. Can't get my hand through it. I'm like, whatever. And then, though, it dawns on me, another thing I've been wanting to try was go to visit myself, try to find my real body and shit, right? And just as thinking that, I appear outside. I'm in the hallway of my house outside my room. And that's where I'm teleporting, I still have a pretty hard time with. So the fact that I could pull that off that quickly in this dream is odd because that's a harder thing for me to still try to do these days. Anyway, so I'm instantly outside my door. I open the door to my bedroom and I see my wife lying in bed. Everything looks pretty much the same, but I notice our older son at the time, he's nowhere to be seen, and he should be there. So I remember thinking that was kind of weird. I should also say something else I was still practicing at this time was the hand reality check. So earlier in the dream, several times I'm looking at my hand. My hand looks blurry. I'm thinking, oh, wow, that's working pretty good as I'm, doing my lucid thing. So getting to my bedroom, I look at my hand now because I'm getting kind of confused as, I'm starting to get kind of confused. Am I dreaming or am I not, right? Getting kind of one of those mind states. Look at my hand. My hand looks solid. And I'm thinking, oh, that's strange. Although at this point, I still know that I'm dreaming, right? And so as soon as I do that, I look at my body and think, just kind of instinctively, I should try lying into my body, right? I see myself there. I feel like a version of my dream body here. I want to try and lie into what, looks like my real body there. So I go lie into my body. At this point, I start getting this really big, I start getting really confused in my head, and it's becoming concerning of, wait, am I dreaming? Am I not? Like what's happening here? So then I shake my head awake, which is how I tend to wake myself up out of lucid dreams when I, want to get up right then. And I wake up in bed shaking my head. I look around. My son's there, my wife's there, and my mind's blown.